Leaders, there are certain moments in your day that are more important than others in preventing fatalities. One of those moments is when the team is having the debate about the significance of an incident. Now, I'm just going to talk you through a real example here. Think about how you would respond. It's an incident on a processing plant during a shutdown. A crane is lifting a machine cover into position. It slips from the sling, bounces inside the drop zone and lands in another location still inside the drop zone. Luckily, nobody's hurt and there's not really a lot of damage. Now, the team conducting the work have sent through an incident report and they've ticked the significant box. Significant usually means a big deal in most companies. Means that the CEO might hear about it, sometimes the board. It certainly gets a bigger investigation and their actions are scrutinised, a few things like that. The next morning there's fierce debate amongst the leadership team on the importance of the event, and they've got really differing views on the risk. One hand, the plant manager believes that the team foresaw the risk. They put a drop zone in place. The drop zone, which was the control, worked as intended. And the machine cover landed, it failed, but it landed within the drop zone and nobody got hurt. He sees it as low risk. In contrast, the maintenance manager believes this could have been a fatal event given a slightly different scenario. He spoke to the team this morning and their concern is that even though the machine cover bounced and landed inside the drop zone, it could have easily bounced and landed just outside the drop zone, which was a pedestrian walkway. And the second thing that is still unknown is how it slipped in the first place. So this is a really common debate in most organisations, and you can see why. Both perspectives are reasonable and valid. But let me tell you what's really going on here. The plant manager, who can see it as low risk and wants to call it a success because the controls worked, is thinking about what actually happened. Whereas the maintenance manager, on the other hand, is thinking about what could have happened because he's thinking about that this could have been a fatality event if the machine guard landed a different way. And in terms of what's right and what's wrong, well, they're both right. One's thinking about actual, one's thinking about potential. But as an organisation, you've got to think about why you want things reported in the first place. And the only real good reason for that is because you want to learn from them, so you do prevent fatalities in the future. If you want to do that, then you've got to think about potential, not actual, because we don't have major fatality events very often. So we've got to find the warning signs, the precursors to the failure, and do something about those. And the intention would be that the more of those that we get rid of, the more weaknesses in our system we get rid of, then we're going to have less chance of a fatality. These are significant moments for you as a leader to shape your culture to prevent fatalities. Thank you very much. I'm Jodi Goodall.